Okay, so it makes sense to watch this video. Recently had an AMA session on Gate. This is Gate Live. Okay, this is Gate Live AMA account. Okay, this account is specifically dedicated to AMA session on the platform. So, this is part of the community effort. Okay, this is part of the community effort from Gates. Really, it's part of the community effort, and they're trying as much as possible to make sure that more people are able to adopt their blockchain, more people are able to adopt their technology, okay, which is essential for the growth of their project. Okay, so I would like to invite you guys to watch this live stream, because when you want to know about a project, it makes sense to watch the live streams. Okay, when you watch the live streams, and the live streams, the AMA session, because AMA session is called Ask Me Anything for a reason. Okay, an AMA session is called Ask Me Anything for a reason. So it means that they open themselves up to people. Okay, they open themselves up to the community. Okay, they open themselves up to the host. That's exactly what it means. Okay, I'm not like this. Okay, it means that they're opening themselves up to the host, to the community, and everyone. Okay, that's exactly the meaning of ask me anything. If I should go live now, I said, okay, guys, today is going to be our AMA day. Okay, and I'm giving you that chance, that permission, that opportunity to ask me any question that you may have on your mind. It means that I'm opening myself up to you. I'm opening myself also to every one of you. Okay, to ask me whatever questions that you have in mind. Okay, that's exactly what I'm doing. So when you watch AMA session, it gives you that opportunity to learn about the project. Okay, it gives you that opportunity to learn about the project. So go to Gates. This is the URL. Then you see the AMA session that was conducted live on Gates. So have a look at that. Okay, you can have a look at that and watch it. Okay, then watch that so they can gain more insights about the SEI blockchain. All right, so if you scroll down, you will see this specific AMA. So this account is specifically dedicated to AMA sessions. Okay, and this was the AMA that was held together with Gates. Okay, you can see it was hosted by Marina. So if you have a look at this, okay, you see that she was able to ask a couple of questions. Okay, this is it. Okay, can you see it? So it's about 38 minutes live session right there. Okay, let me see if I could play that for you. Okay, you see that? Okay, so it makes sense to try and see how you can actually watch this AMA session that lasted for 38 minutes. Okay. Um Now we're going to have a deep dive into SEI. Okay, so we look at it fundamentally to see what is good about the project. All right. Then we look at it also technically. Okay. Then we gauge the market sentiment about SEI. Okay. So these are things that we're going to be having a look at today. Okay, we're going to have a look at the market sentiment about SEI. Okay. Then we'll look at it, from fundamental perspective. Okay, then we look at it also from the technical part of it. Okay, this is why I decided to open up this chart. So this is the SEI chart. Can you see right here? Okay, just with the moment, we're going to be spending some time on this also to analyze it technically. Okay, so these are things I want you to pay full attention into tonight. All right. So I'm going to be leaving. Okay, I think if you're watching me right now, okay, on Gate, all you have to do is to go to Gate Live / video. Okay, then you go to the Gate Live Armor. So okay, the Gate Live Armor. Okay, so you see an account having 343 followers. Okay, because it is probably new. Okay, then you can watch that Hammer session that was hosted by Marina. Okay, you can see her here. This is a picture, and the invited guest actually appears to be anonymous. Okay, that is why I can actually see his picture right here. But you could possibly listen to whatever he's saying. Okay, so let me show you that. Okay, all right, you see that. All right. So go right there and watch this to gain more insight, because you actually listening from a team member, okay, someone that have insider info about say, all right, about say blockchain. So we are hearing from the team member, okay, like these guys represent the say, all right, and whatever question that is being shown to him is like it is say that is answering those questions. Okay, that's exactly what it looks like. All right, so um we're gonna have a deep dive look. Okay, first of all, we go to marketcap.com to have a look at say. This is say, okay, it is currently trading at 10 cents, okay, and it had a bad price action. Okay, there are a lot of sell pressure, and right now I'm going to say it is on a journey of price discovery. Okay, does it make sense to you? It is on the journey of price discovery, right? Okay, on a journey of price discovery, which is very much okay. Okay, which is very much okay. It happens. Okay, so on this journey of price discovery now, okay, you can see. Well, I think the technical part should be the last part of this review. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the fundamentals now, so you can have a background, and a very solid fundamentals about this. So I'm going to go to this now. Okay, this is say, all right. Uh, it's having a market cap of $190 million. Okay, $190 million, which is a low market cap, if you ask me. Okay, it's one of the few blockchains that is currently having a low market capitalization. These guys have been around for a while now, like several weeks ago now. Okay, look at this guy said, I'm bullish on say the ecosystem developing cheap and fast, then unlock is very linear. Okay, so they have an unlock schedule. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at also at that at the unlock schedule to really see how linear that is. All right, to really see how linear that is. All right, so so we drop that. Okay, so yeah, basically I'm not go ahead now. All right, I'll scroll down. You can see these are some of the um conversations about say, say I'm bullish on say. Okay, these are just some random comments on the CoinMarketCap website. So if you look at this, they have a maximum supply of, sorry, they have a total supply of 10 billion say. Okay, and due to maybe inflation, okay, there is no data available for the maximum supply. Okay, so but this is accurate supply, and right now, as you can see, 1.8 billion in circulation at the moment, and this 1.8 billion, it accounts for 18%. All right, 18%. So we're gonna have a look at their contracts, open that on the new tab. Okay, the website, the white paper, the GitHub. All right, so these are things that we're gonna have a look at today. And it was launched in August 15. Okay, you can see that it's not quite long, not up to 3 months ago. August to September 15, that's 1 month. Then September to October, okay, just 2 months ago. All right, because just 2 months ago. So, and it's been on a watch list on so many individuals around the world. All right, so you can see that, okay, and it's been listed on several markets. One of the ways a blockchain project that could actually do well in the next bull market is what? First and foremost, you look at the ecosystem. Okay, the ecosystem, you have to look at the ecosystem. Okay, Coinbase invested into this project. You have multi-coin capital also invested. Then you have the layer one also invested. Okay, you have Jump Crypto. Then you have the Say ecosystem. Okay, so if you have a look at that, okay, they added it into their portfolio. Like you can monitor what they have. All right. So this is their portfolio, okay, because they are probably part of the investors, in this project. All right. So if you go back to this, okay, we go back to this. you will see an interesting movement. Okay, from 27 cents, it went as low as 0.07. All right. So it was listed as a very low price. Okay, but it had a very big movement. Okay, and it's moved to 0.27. Okay, that's a very big movement right there. So for those that actually got some little allocation, okay, they were able to make some, probably through the IEO that were conducted on several platforms, they were able to get some decent amount of token or coin from that. All right. So if you look at this, one of the ways you look, one of the ways you know projects that will likely do well, okay, is by looking at the exchanges where they are being listed. Okay, exchange where they are being listed. So these guys are listed on top exchanges around the world. So if you scroll down even more, and against different peers. Look at that. Okay, against different peers. All right. So that is how projects. Imagine these guys are listed across so many exchanges. Okay, on different peers, different markets. Okay, if you're talking about market now, they have over 50 markets where they are being listed. Do you see that? Okay, that is incredible, honestly. Okay, very, very much incredible. So, if you scroll down a little bit more, okay, if you scroll a little bit more, what you will see, okay, what you will see is this, something like this. Okay, this was the low price today. It was at 9 cents, 9.4 cents today, and now it has actually gone as high as 1.0 dollar. Okay. So that's about 10 cents at the moment. So, and they have been audited by Katik. Okay, you can actually have a look at the audit reports if you're probably interested in that. Okay, let me cancel all of these guys now. So you want to have a look at the Katik report. Okay, this is the scan. Okay, they have a scan that you can have a look at to have an idea of what is happening within their chain. That is the scan. Okay, we have a report here that's waiting for us. So I'm going to try to reload this. Let me see. Let me refresh this tab. Okay, maybe I should refresh this tab. Something like this. Okay, I'm going to refresh this. This is the Explorer. All right. So where we're actually waiting for this to load up, okay. So you can see the prices across different platforms. Okay. If you want to have a look at this for maybe a possible arbitrage opportunity, okay, you might try that. Okay, maybe for a possible arbitrage opportunity, but there is barely any arbitrage gap on these platforms. You can see the prices are very much close. They are very, very much close. Okay, so if you look at them, why is this not loading up as fast as possible? What's happening? Okay, well, let me try and switch. Let me see what's going to happen now. So then I will go back and I'll refresh this guy. Okay, let's see. So I'll go back and I'll refresh this guy to see what's going to happen from here. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the charts at the moment while we are waiting for that to go down. So you look at the charts right here. Let me see. Still the same challenge. Okay, let me see. So you can see this guy is on the journey of a price discovery. This was the listing price. Okay, so this was the listing price, and when it was listed, it moved as high as 6x. That is over 600% movement within 24 hours. Okay, and shortly after that period, it began to crash. Okay, it began to crash. There was a wake and it started crashing from that point. All right. So, but because we don't have much data for our analysis, obviously, we don't have much data for analysis. So, we're going to have a look at this. Okay. on a lower time frame, probably 4 hours time frame makes sense. Okay, what is happening to these guys? Let me check. So let me refresh this again. So what about this? I don't know why this page is not loading that fast. Let me check other pages like Forex Factory. Let me see how fast that will load. Okay, this may actually load up very fast. Okay, so yeah, this is fully loaded. So what is wrong with this page? Okay, it looks like something is wrong with this page. I wouldn't know. Okay, but let us continue our analysis. So you can see that, okay, on let me zoom into 4 hours time frame. Okay, let me zoom into 4 hours time frame. You can see this is working very fine. So on 4 hours time frame, the chart looks even more interesting on this time frame. So this guy is still very much on the journey of price discovery, like I said. Okay, on the journey of price discovery, and there seems to be an exhaustion at this level. Okay, then we had a leg up. Okay, we had a leg up from there, from this point. All right, so, and if you look at this, if you use a trend line for this, what are you going to see? Okay, if you use a trend line, so you see a consistent movement. Okay, so you see consistent movement, and we're actually about, you've actually got to a point. Okay, let me say something like this kind of price action. Something is wrong with it. Let me check. Okay, something like this. All right, yeah, something like this. Okay, and you can see I'm going to extend this downward. Okay, I'm going to extend this downward. So you can see that there was this breakout from here. Okay, it's been going down and down and down and down. Okay, and we had a breakout from here, and we had some grey candles that closed convincingly above this. Okay, did you see that? We had some grey candles that closed convincingly above this. All right. So what you're going to see right here is that we had a breakout from here, and this breakout may actually be a big deal for us as a trader. Okay, you know. So for those who would like to invest, into SEI, it's also a big deal for them. Okay, it's also a big deal for them. Why did I say that? Because this is a more, we've actually had a movement like this, on this trajectory. Okay, look at this. All right, so we had a pump right here, it crashed again. Another relief movement up to this point, rejected. So if you look at this critically, what I'm going to say is that we've been having a rejection along this trend line. Okay, and for the first times, excuse me, for the first time since September 16th, we had a breakout of this trend line. Okay, of this downtrend. Okay, for the first time since September 16th, we had a breakout. All right. So that for us as a trader or as an investor is a big deal for us. Okay, it is a big deal for us. Okay, so, and this could be, okay, it could have found the bottom right here. If Bitcoin should continue its momentum, okay, there is a very possibility that this guy will actually continue its bull run from this point. All right. So it's bull run from this point. So if you look at that, then you look at the Explorer. This is the Explorer right there. Okay, this is Explorer. Okay, so you have to connect. Okay, you have to connect with your wallet address before you can actually explore this. Okay, but the Explorer, it looks pretty fine. Okay, it looks pretty much fine if you look at that. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at the websites, the white paper to find out more about this project. Okay, look at the websites. Okay, at the same time, look at the white paper. I want to have a look at what is happening on the GitHub. Okay, so these are things that are important to us. Okay, very, very much important to us. So we want to have a look at their GitHub white paper to even know more about this guy. Okay, how active is their GitHub? Okay, look at the repository. Okay, look at the updates. Come on, guys. Okay, these guys are working. Okay, look at the updates. This was updated, I think today, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, this is another update 30 minutes ago. Okay, another update 1 hour ago, an hour ago, an hour ago, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago. Like, there is different part of this project is being updated on a regular basis. Okay, so when you look at a project and you look at the GitHub and you see a lot of activities in their GitHub, all right, it's an indication that the project is developing. Okay, it's an indication that the project is evolving. Okay, it's evolving. That is the meaning of that. Okay, the project is evolving and also it is developing. Okay, that is a good indication for you. All right, that is a very good indication for you when you are looking forward to investing in a project. All right, so but when there's a project and the last update about that project was about 18 months ago, 12 months ago. Okay, it could be that they are now short staff. Okay, they have a shrinked manpower. All right, it could be that they have a low manpower for that project. An example is what happened to the Polkadot recently. Okay, they had to like lay off some of their staff members. Okay, what happens after that? Some people started having this mindset that what could be wrong. Okay, when you see when it gets the news that the blockchain project is laying off their staff members, it could actually give you some bad vibes, isn't it? Okay, but when you see a project that is making frequent updates on their GitHub repository, okay, it is a pure indication that these guys they are working hard behind the scene. Even though their hard work may not be reflecting on may not be reflecting on the price action at the moment. But I want to assure you that those guys who are updating their GitHub repository every now and then, they are working. All right. So look at the projects. So we're gonna have a look at the project session, okay, an amount of people that are working behind the scene, okay, to make this happen. All right, an amount of people behind the scene that are working to make this happen. So these are things we're gonna have a look at today. All right. So these are things we're gonna have a look at today. Okay. All right. So look at it. Sorry, let's look at the people. Okay. The same blockchain is a project on its own. Okay, this organization has no public members. They have members, but at least they did not make it public. Exactly. Okay, they have members, but they are refused to make it public. All right. So because somebody is actually working behind the scene to make this happen. So who are they? Okay, they exist right there, but they are not made public for now. Okay, that's one thing you need to know. You need to take note about that. All right. So I will look at that. The next one we'll have a look at is the website. Okay, this is the website. Okay, enabling adoption, mass adoption of digital assets. Okay, we want to enable mass adoption of digital assets, right? So, say is the fastest layer one blockchain designed to scale with the industry. Start building, explore their ecosystem. Okay, transaction finality is 330 microseconds. Okay, orders per second, $20,000 per second can be made. And look at that, total testnet transactions over 100 million transactions, okay, by 4 million testnet users, okay, trusted by world-class operators, investors, and institutions by Coinbase, Multicoin Capital, Jump. You can see these are part of the investors, okay, even stepping also invest into these projects, okay, HRT, Delphi Digital, GSR, Flow Traders, Distributed Global, okay, Yield Guild, YGG, Layer Zero, you can see right there, and Frax. Okay, Frax is a maker of a stable coin, Frax stable coin, if you can remember that. So these are the investors, if they actually believe in these guys, that are giving them support, some backings. I'm going to change this to a night mode. Okay, I kind of prefer night mode. So powerful infrastructure, unparalleled speed. You know, the fastest blockchain industry unlocked by twin turbo consensus. Okay, all with low transaction cost, industry leading throughput. Modern applications require modern performance and scalability. So, security first, secured by some of the largest institutions in the world. Say is built from the ground up to prioritize security above all else. User centric with deep commitment to fairness. Say is fully open source and offers native front-end protection with a seamless interoperability. You know what this front-end that actually happens on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so it may not happen on this blockchain. So seamless interoperability, multiple levels of transaction bundling. All right, so you can bond transactions together if you want. So look at how does say compares with other existing blockchain. Compared to that blockchain, you can say transaction throughput for Ethereum is 10 TPS, okay, and for Bitcoin rather, then for Ethereum is 20, okay, for Solana is 10,000 TPS, but for say it is what it is 20,000. So it's like this is an updated version of the previous blockchains. All right. So transaction finality for Bitcoin is 60 minutes, okay, for Ethereum is 6 minutes, for Solana is 2.5 seconds, and for say is 500 milliseconds. Okay, that is not even up to a second. All right. So front-end prevention on Bitcoin none, on Ethereum it exists, on Solana it exists, but here it doesn't exist. All right. So also processing style, sequential on Bitcoin, also sequential on Ethereum. You know, also it is parallelized on Solana and also parallelized on this platform. Okay, so it seems that those blockchain that allows a parallelized processing style will likely achieve a higher throughput than all of these blockchains. Okay, obviously the cyber protection proof of work, the side protection for this guy is proof of stake. Okay, it used to be proof of work before, now proof of stake. Also, the cyber protection for this guy also is proof of stake, and for side is also proof of stake. Okay, so when you look at all of this, then what you have to do, is to start building. Okay, if you're looking for a blockchain that allows you to scale, okay, that allows you scale your application without much problem, okay, without problem, then definitely this is something you need to have a look at. Okay, okay, this is something you definitely need to have a look at. All right, guys, is it making sense to you? Okay, is it making sense to you? So who is building on say? Look at them. Who are those guys who are building on say? Axelar infrastructure, Python Oracle. Python Oracle actually saw, it actually feeds so many platforms. Sushi DeFi, cargo prediction markets, Nitro infrastructure. These are the guys in the ecosystem. Okay, a new blockchain design space. Highly secured, of course. Okay, uh, there is this trilemma in the crypto space: faster transaction, scalability, and security. Okay, so in some cases, there are some cases where security is being let me say security is being sacrificed for speed and scalability. There are cases like that in this space. Okay. In other cases, they could sacrifice scalability for speed, okay, for speed and security. So in most cases, it's very hard, it's a very tough thing to achieve both. Okay, to achieve scalability, okay, and at the same time achieve a higher throughput. Okay, it could be difficult sometimes. Okay, it could be difficult sometimes to achieve it. All right, so these are things you need to pay attention to. Okay, is it making sense to you? Okay, is it making any sense to you guys? All right, so we're gonna proceed from here. Okay, say it's secured by some of the most well respected institutions and validators in the world, built from the ground up to prioritize security above all else. Okay, massive scalability. Okay, centralized applications are here to stay. The next frontier is scaling them. All right, scaling those dApps is the next thing. Is the next big deal. Is the next thing to do, right? So, SEI serves as a step function, change in blockchain scalability, capable of supporting the largest apps in the world. Okay, the largest apps in the world. Okay, bring PayPal to say blockchain. It's gonna allow it to run. It's gonna run seamlessly. Okay, so that is the kind of assurance that we can actually power the largest apps in the world. Okay, engineer to evolve to scale. That is what it means. Built with interoperability and language compatibility in mind, SEI is capable of evolving alongside industry as developers and users progress. So modularity enables the SEI technology stack to leverage new innovations to improve as governed by the community. Did you see that? And fastest blockchain. Okay, this is considered to be the fastest blockchain. Okay, at some point, Solana was the fastest. Okay, like Solana, Tron, they were the fastest blockchains, at some point. Okay, way back in 2022, sorry, 22, no, way back 2018, 19, 20. Okay, there is no blockchain that is as fast as Tron and Ethereum and EOS blockchain. EOS and Tron, they were the fastest blockchain as at then, but now, okay, SEI is now the fastest blockchain to finality, magnitude faster than the rest. The same infrastructure guarantees lightning fast transactions without sacrificing security or stability. So, and also brand new applications. The combination of said optimizations make it possible for brand new applications to emerge. We can make it uniquely enabled by the advantages of Web3 and digital ownership. SEI unlocks a new design space in Web3, empowering the next generation of developers and creators. Do you see that? And also carbon neutral. SEI leverages proof of stake and other innovations to maintain minimal environmental impact. SEI Foundation is committed to being carbon neutral and building a more energy efficient digital asset industry. Okay, so these are some of the news, the futures, Bloomberg, okay, TechCrunch, okay, they are featured on Fortune, all right, and also Blockworks on TechCrunch, they are Fortune right there. Okay, so crypto trading focused blockchain say launches $50 million ecosystem fund. That is massive. Okay, so for those of you that want to like leverage that, okay, and what you could do right here is to click on this to read more about that ecosystem grant. Okay, when you say ecosystem grant, there could be grant for different things, for different purposes. Okay, so but if you know how to access those grants, of course you can actually put in the right foot forward and have access to the grants. Okay, it is as simple as that. Okay, so crypto trading focused blockchain say launches $5 million ecosystem fund. So who are those that can access those funds? Okay, you have to read up on that. All right. So we're gonna have a look at that real quick. So this is the ecosystem fund. Okay, the essence of this ecosystem fund is that people will build infrastructure that will attract massive users. Okay, that will bring about a massive adoption. That is the essence of the ecosystem fund. Okay, a massive adoption. That is the key word. So when there's a massive adoption, the transactions will bring economic value to the blockchain. For instance, let me give an example. Let's assume now that um, the ecosystem funds helped the SEI to onboard 100 million users, active users, for instance. Okay, and those active users on a yearly basis, okay, they are making an average transaction on the same blockchain that will cost about $5. Okay, $5 on that blockchain. So that would be a transaction volume, okay, a transaction fee of $500 million per annum on that blockchain. So that is when they give ecosystem fund, it's a form of investment. Okay, they're expecting the infrastructure builders. They expect the developers to come on board and build dApps and build infrastructure and deploy solutions that is usable, that can attract people, that can attract the masses to that blockchain. All right. Does that make sense to you? That is exactly what they want. That's exactly what they look forward to. Okay. So if you want to access those kind of grants or those kind of infrastructure, those kind of ecosystem grant, you must make sure that what you are building will ensure adoption. What you are building will bring in more users, okay? And what you are building will help the same blockchain to generate more fees. Does it make sense? So why many layer one blockchain out there were built for a pretty general purpose, all right? Other networks are designed around very specific, okay, use cases. Say a layer one blockchain designed for trading has launched a $50 million ecosystem liquidity fund, okay, and liquidity fund to support new decentralized finance application on this platform. Its co-founder Jeff Feng and Jay Jong exclusively told TechCrunch. Ecosystem wise, if we think about all of crypto, especially on-chain applications, there's only a few apps that have gotten actual product fits. Frank said, okay, everything else is super early, despite what valuation they have. Okay, Solana effectively is like a Series C startup with a huge valuation. So with many layer one blockchains, a lot of things each are doing is startup-ish. Okay, it's a hacker house. Things that don't scale but are huge for the ecosystem. Feng said the few apps that have gotten product market fit are like DeFi and stablecoins. So know for sure exchanges are here to stay. So core value proposition for say is focused on specializing a layer one blockchain. Feng said you can now do things you couldn't do in any other ecosystem because we have made trade-offs that no other L1s have. Okay, so it has to be a trade-off, like I said. So all of the layer one blockchains, with the exception of Ethereum, operate as early stage startup. Feng thinks. Okay, for them, it's focusing on the end user, but for us, it focuses on the developer. Okay, so crypto exchanges bring in some of the most, okay, if not the most money for the space. Yet the current layer one infrastructure holds many exchanges back. Okay, Jock said. So most exchanges have smart contract on top of layer one. So if you are trying to improve the performance of the exchange, you can't really do anything about layer one. Okay, that's the problem. Okay, Jock said. So in our case, we had an order matching engine into the layer one itself, which substantially improve performance and experience for exchanges. You probably want to deploy a DEX on their platform. So far, Sales Blockchain has over 50 teams. I said it. That's amazing. Okay, mainly coming from blockchains like Solana, Near, Polkadot, and defunct Terra. Okay, defunct, he said. There are teams that have already raised venture funding and launched their applications, but felt that their current layer one ecosystem lacked what allowed them to really scale and provide the best user experience, which is why they came to us. Frank said. All of these teams came over without any incentives. So far, Say hasn't spent any money on ecosystem grants. Okay, but the new fund will go towards growing its ecosystem and incentivizing good founders to come in and build applications on its blockchain. So it is a generational time to build. So when you think about crypto from a risk reward perspective, if you look back to 2017, 2018, it was really risky. There wasn't real applications or a lot of capital. It was a much bigger swing in the dark. But this time around, crypto is super de-risked from an adoption and capital perspectives. Yet, it is still early enough for new projects and startup in the space to have a meaningful opportunity to make a dent. Okay, even during this time, with so much uncertainty, this is the clearest time to start building interesting new applications. All right. So I was thinking there would be an instruction on how to access this grant. Unfortunately, there seems not to be any instruction right there. So you have to dig that hole if you want to go, if you want to go through that. All right. So let me go back to the deck. Okay, let me see the documents. Okay, for some reasons, I think the white paper has been updated, so we couldn't have access to it at the moment. But here, I think we should have access to the white paper from this point. Okay, so the white paper is hosted on GitHub. Okay, and the white paper will give you that opportunity to learn more and more about the what these guys are building. Okay, what they are building and the solution that they are proposing also. It gives you that opportunity to learn more and more about that. Guys, does it make any sense to you? Yeah, does it make any sense to you? I want to know. Does it? So if it makes sense to you, definitely you should know that this is going to be a big deal for you as an investor and as a trader. Does it make any sense? All right. Now, we're waiting for that to load up. So while we're actually waiting for that, while we're waiting for that, I would love that we should explore this, okay, and look at the charts. What is the chart saying about say? Okay, what is the chart saying about say? All right. So looking at this technically, all right. So looking at this technically, what you could say from here is that it has actually found a support at this base. All right. And this could be a confidence level for traders. Okay, except there is, let me say, we go back to token unlock website, for instance. Okay, you can see. So we're going to look at, say, if there's going to be any unlock period now, then invalidate this analysis. So you can scroll and look for, say, you can see they don't have any unlock events, in the future at the moment, at least for now. Can you see it does not exist? Okay, so this gives us a confidence level that after this breakout, there is a possibility that sell can actually rise up in value again. Okay, so there is that chance that say may actually rise in value again. Now, something like this kind of movement. Okay, this kind of movement. Okay, sorry, not these guys. Okay, movement like this. Okay, is very, very much possible. Okay, so and this level now becomes a new resistance level for it. Okay, that this level now becomes a new resistance level for it. So there is a possibility of a movement like this on say because it has successfully broken out of this downtrend. Okay, is it that making sense? Is that making sense to you? All right. So let's have a look at this. Okay. This is a white. No, let's have a look at the doc. Okay, if you can have a look at the white paper, what about the doc? Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the doc. Yeah, the doc actually explains basically all you need to know about this project. Okay, how you can run a node for yourself, how you can run a validator. Okay, these are all the instructions that you need to actually interact within this ecosystem around there. So these are developer tools. Okay, local say node and Docker cluster. Okay, you can see media package also here. So this is a blockchain. Okay, it doesn't have to have so many long white paper. Okay, access the comprehensive media kit for high resolution logos, brand guidelines, and other assets that represent our company. We encourage you to use this resource to accurately portray our brand. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. So that you don't go about misrepresenting the same brand. All right. Okay, don't go about misrepresenting the same brand. That is the essence of that. Right. So basically, guys, um, the chart looks very good, very cool. Okay, and there is no unlock event that will scare us. Okay, there's no scary unlock event. Okay, and there's no news that in the next couple of days they're going to be unlocking like $20 million worth of their coin or something. Okay, and if you look at the volume looks very fair. Like where is it again? Okay, if you check the volume, where is it? This is the SEI ecosystem. Okay, and these are the apps that are building on their blockchain. You can see Copycat Finance, Astro, Kryptonite, Link Finance, Humanate, Router Protocol, Cell, can you see right there? So, and if you look at this, okay, if you look at something like this, it will give you a more insight, probably search for, let me go to say, okay, I found the volume, I found the volume quite interesting. Okay, so the volume, look at the volume. Okay, the volume is about 14% of its market cap. Okay, is that not supposed to excite you? Okay, and between now and probably 2025, this might actually be a big deal. Okay, so for some of you that would like to invest for a long term, okay, this is one of the best time to buy this because it is still on the journey of price discovery. However, okay, you don't have to jump in all at once. Okay, you don't have to jump in all at once. 70 cents is a possibility. Okay, is a possibility, and even 50 cents is a possibility also. Okay, you shouldn't take that off the table. But if you're going to be investing for long term, you can just try and make a buy decision now. Okay, that you DC along the way. Down the line, you can do the you can dollar cost average your position down the line. Okay, so that is very, very much possible. So I hope you've learned something of value from this analysis, this review of the say. Okay, and so they have a good thing. Okay, and their project is experiencing frequent updates, on hourly basis, on weekly basis, on daily basis, is experiencing new and new updates. Okay, that is one. The number two, they have an ecosystem grant that will onboard new users. Okay, and that will actually skyrocket the growth potential of that blockchain. All right, so and the developers are not anonymous. They are people you can see, they are people you can interact with within the space. All right, so these are things. And if you look at the chart, it looks so cool, and there is no unlock event at the moment that could actually invalidate this analysis. Okay, so that is it today. On the project review. Okay, and I specifically picked on say so that you can actually um, take a look at it, and make a decision by yourself. All right. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. So bye for now and enjoy the rest of your day.